Alright, guys, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Welcome to episode 4, Meeting of Madness. We left off last time in the caverns in the gem mine around Tourmaline. Y'all had just defeated the ghost that had possessed a kobold, and y'all had taken a long rest. It looks like some of our other players are not going to be showing up, so we're just going to play with these 3 individuals today. Alright, so y'all are still on level 3 of the map. What are y'all going to do? Y'all have just finished y'all's long rest. Y'all should have the map here. I'm sharing it back with y'all since I'm not sure y'all remember how to. If you are ever looking to find out which map you're on, just take and on your character sheet on the right side where it says your token, just double click that and it'll bring up the map. Alright. It's just this looks like it's just carved out rock for mining. That's about it. Yes. Looks like some of it was extended a little bit by the kobolds, but nothing more than that. All right. . It's a little loud. All right. Um, make a. I'll give you either a nature check or a religion check. Yeah, either one. Or religion. Right. 11 plus 2, 13. With that, because of your background, your religious upbringing, you know that some people can be possessed by ghosts. You also know that sometimes they can frighten people, and people can gain many years of age just by it. You've seen as a child one of the local people had come to the local church, and you happened to be close by, and they had seen a ghost, and you know that the only way to do that, to get rid of it, would be a greater restoration. Um, it wouldn't if you have a high enough cleric around. Yes. Um, let's see, Flint. You're not originally from Ten Towns. Uh, Draken, however, is. Um, Draken would be able to tell you if it's possible to find a cleric of high enough level to do it. Um, you wouldn't know. You don't have your this religion. The religion check is just based off of your knowledge that anyone would have of the religious aspects of it. No, you wouldn't know. Uh, Nothing of interest is there. Yeah. Right. There's a bucket that goes across the shaft. All right. Um, in that room, a fossilized skull partially juts out of the east wall of this small cave, 5 feet off the ground. The skull has larger than normal eye sockets, a curious ridge between the eyes, nothing that would pass for a nose, and 4 small holes where one would expect to see teeth. All right. Let me just double check. Uh, Embla, you said you wanted to see if you could examine it. Roll me a Arcana check. I'd say y'all can both try. No, a 2 will not get it. All right, so go ahead and try it. 9 plus 4, 13. You can't really tell much about it. All right. With a little bit of prying, you try to pry it off, but as you do, it shatters, revealing a crystal inside. No, it would take some study of it. So I'm going to put this in your. It takes a little bit more than that. You would have to actually make me a an Arcana check. See if you would know what this is. Yes, I'll give you a shot. Yeah, it's a long rest. Okay, so you do know that this is a it's called a psi crystal. Uh, it takes in um. Let's see. I'm trying to. You would have it gives you a form of telepathy, but you would have to attune to it. All right. You two end up going to the. It's a long rest, I believe, or no, it may be a short rest. Actually, I'd have to double check. Um, I can't remember right offhand. I'll double check here in a minute. All right, Embla and Drekken. Sparkling geodes greet you as you enter this cavern. The gems are partially exposed in places, sticking out from the wall like glassy shards. The floor rises near the eastern wall, leaving a natural ridge with stone ramps leading upward on either side. Aha. All right. If you spend about an hour, would y'all like to do that? All right. So you spend about an hour and chipping away at the wall's surface, and you can remove one intact geode. But there are still more. Each of y'all can extract one geode in an hour, with plenty left to spare. How many hours would you like to spend mining this? Yeah. Yes. So, 2 hours each. All right. So, in that time, you collect, let's see, 6 geodes between yourselves. Uh, I am adding it to the character inventory. And it still looks like there's plenty more left. Um, can someone make me a... There's still plenty left. Just give me a second. Let me ask... there's no appraise like there was. Give me an investigation check. I think that would probably be as close as I can think. This is basically to appraise them. Flint, you can tell these are each worth about 10 GP. 10 gold. Each. And you can tell that there are more available. You can tell you could probably get about 5 or 6 times more geodes out of this. But they would take about an hour each to get out. Yeah. All right. All right, let me open up level 2 for y'all and put y'all on here. So y'all get them out about right here. All right. Now, as you get to this point, you remember that up the other way, he had revealed it, but they never went in there. Uh, Embla, are you going straight there or? Okay. Just give me 1 second. Let me unmask some layers for y'all. Draken, it's just a little, looks like a little tunnel end right here. Nothing more. All right. Okay. Draken, a hole in the west wall side of this chamber opens into a central shaft, letting in the sound of the waterfall. The floor in the north end of the cave is 5 feet higher than the south end, with a rocky edge separating them and a slope on either side leading to the top of the ridge. The wall around the ridge gleams with gem deposits. Yes. Okay. All right. All right. I need to. What is all y'all's passive perception scores? Okay. Anybody got higher than that? Uh, no. Not right now. Uh, Draken, the passive perception is going to be on your main tab, right beside your senses, and between your senses and saves. All right. All right. Uh, Now you're also able to. Yes. You all notice that you're also able. This looks similar to the room you had before, where you were able to mine the gems out, or at least try to. So if y'all would like to spend an hour mining, y'all get a chance. I mean, I'll give you a chance, but fine. Everybody, roll me a perception check. Um, Draken. Okay. Uh, Draken, as you look around, you notice something in the on the ceiling. You can't really make it out, but you do notice something there. No, you wouldn't. Pay no attention. You saw nothing. Mm. You do not see his boots. All right. You see something up there, but you can't really tell what's up there. All right, throw a dart. And with that, we're going to have you all roll initiative. Throw your dart first. Let me bring it up. Go ahead and target it, and with that, the battle begins. Let's see. Yep, go ahead and roll damage. As you aim your dart at the silhouette, you toss it and it hits the creature as it lets out a shriek. And all right, so Flint, you are the first to attack. Let's see. Let me pull up something real quick. Right now, it's about 15 feet above you. So, I would, if you make a acrobatics check along with it, I'll give you a shot. You can run and try and jump at it, but I will call for a acrobatics check. All right, go ahead. All right, make your attack. And with an 11 plus 6, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As you aim again, you throw the dart and it hits just beside where your other dart hit. Thank you, baby.
You want a primer?
There's the milk on there. Milk on the thing. Please. Love you. All right. Draken. Yeah. All right. Accept. Okay, so you got him just within range for you. Yes. All right. All right. All right. Make your attack. And with 14 plus 6, 20 does hit. Let me make sure you're targeting. Control, click. Four and 3 plus 6 is 13. You do 13 points of damage. As your searing smite slashes into the creature, you hear the sizzle of its internals getting hit with the searing smite as your blade slices through. Or what does it give him? All right. Okay. All right. So whenever it gets to his turn, just remind me of that. All right. And all right. So is that it? All right. So first things first, I'll make a con save. What's the save that I gotta make? Okay, so I made it with the first one. Because the first one was a save, you just didn't put the effect on me yet. But yeah, because you see where I put the save at. Well, I can show you. Oh, it won't. All right. So it ends on them. So let me. You said the spell ends if they make the save, right? All right. I mean, it's a DC 10, so. All right, so. What do I want to do? So the Grell is going to use its multi-attack, and first it's going to hit you with its tentacle, because you're right in space, and it misses. And now it's going to try and hit you with its beak, try and bite onto you. 19 plus 23. That's a hit. It does 5 points of damage. As it sears from this heat, it takes and comes out on you and bites into your shoulder with its beak, doing 5 points of damage. Embla, it's your turn. It already did it, or it should have. Oh, I accidentally hit it with my. I accidentally hit myself. So 32. What's 32 minus 5? 32, so that'll be 27 then. Okay. You were so right on me, so I accidentally hit myself instead of you. All right. Stop hitting yourself. All right, Embla, what you doing? Oh, okay. Okay. Uh, all righty. It did it. It's just taking a second. Flint, it is your turn. All right. Whack it. Yes. 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 All right. Nat 20. Awesome. Go ahead and do that nat damage. Yes. It should automatically double. Yes. All right. So 6 and a 3 plus 4. 13 damage. This thing is looking hurt. All right, make your two attacks. First attack, 4 plus 6, 10. Misses. All right, a 16 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And max damage on that. All right. So, you come down with your staff, hitting it hard on top of its beak, cracking the beak. You come back up and try and uppercut it, but it slides out of the way. It slithers in the air as it's floating. Then, out of anger, you come around with a back fist, hit it, and knock the beak, breaking it all the way off. As it lays there, as it slowly goes down to the floor, dying. All right, go ahead and get it. Make an investigation check. As you are pulling and gutting it, as you're reaching inside, filling through the black ichor, trying to see if it had a fish, you grab something, pull it out. It's a heart. You throw that down, reach back in. Yes. No, I didn't say it was a grill heart. I just said it was a heart. All right. You find nothing of use. But you can still mine. Sure. So uh, you've killed the grill. You can still mine in this area and try and get some more stuff. Sure. You now have a grill tentacle. All right. I'm assuming everybody's going to be joining him. All right. As you all get to the top of the mine shaft, you reflect on the adventures you've had in there. What do you want to do? I did. So if you click on your character sheet at the top token, your character sheet, on your character sheet, where the token is, double click that and it'll bring up your map. All right. Okay. Not yet. Uh, Middle mouse wheel and or at the bottom right of the map, there's a little thing that looks like a cross. Just click on that and drag, and it'll move the map around. You probably just got the map too big for you. You're in the bottom right. Uh, all right. As you come in here, you look down and you can partially see parts of the other levels you've already been. But then there's the great fall and drop at the bottom. Um, so as y'all make y'all's way back through, you don't really find anything new. You've all been through here once before. Yes. Yes. Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Uh, Draken, you notice that the rocks are very pretty. Uh, you ver- Oh, that's right. That was for the stomach. Okay. Um, you don't really find anything else as you go through. It looks like you've basically taken care of everything you can. Okay, back down to level 2. All right. Yes, y'all have cleared it. Okay. Okay. Let me pull up level 2 map. All right. Since your long rest, maybe 30 minutes at most. Or oh yes, 2 hours. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, you find the table and chairs that were in the one room, and you have a seat. And notice that the giant rat in front of that the kobolds were picking at looks very tasty, but not your fish. All right, and we'll say you said you were going to investigate the third level too. All right, go ahead and roll me an investigation check for the third level. All right. All right. You search around. You find the mine that where you got the geodes at. I believe y'all had already gotten the pouch that was around was with the kobold. And yeah, that's it. Yep, whatever that is. No, it is in the party inventory. unless y'all I will put everything in the party inventory. It's among y'all selves to decide who takes it. Right, but I'm just saying if there's something that everybody notices, then I'm just gonna put it in the party inventory, and y'all can decide later who keeps it. All right. Go to the party sheet and on the inventory tab, and that's where it is. Just drag the dragon head onto your inventory. Yes. It's not been identified yet, but you know what it is. It didn't. Yeah. 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 All right. So, all right. Here, just give me a second. I'll put it in your inventory. There. It's in your inventory. All right. So, are y'all heading out of the cave? All right. I'll bring up the Tourmaline map. Tourmaline. All right. I think we can all take a little bit of a 5-minute break. Everybody up for a break? All right. Guys, we will have a about 5 to 10 minute break, and we will be back. So, we'll see y'all in a second. Alright, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I need to take a little bit of a break. And let me start the recording again. Alright, recording is live. Alright, so as we make our way back to Tourmaline, the town is the same as you left it. You make your way back to the Blue Clam and meet up with Speaker. Let me find his name. Speaker Masthew. Oh, well, looks like you're back. Thank you. How did things go in the mine? Oh, well, Splendid. Splendid. Wait, ghost, what? Oh. Well, I guess I should thank you for that. But everything should be fine in the mines, though, right? Of course, I need to go check and make sure, but splendid. I will go check myself. If y'all can wait here for me, I will be back in a few hours. But as you seem to have some proof, I will go ahead and give you your reward. So, here is the 50 gold that was promised. And let me go ahead and award that to you. Alright. And as you see Speaker Masthew head out, you sit around and you are now in the Blue Clam. What are you doing? Alright, so we're going to say that you are having a short rest, everybody. So, let me go ahead and give y'all a short rest. If y'all would like to use y'all's hit dice, go ahead and use them. And Flint, you said you were going ahead and attuning to the crystal. Go ahead and attune to it. And I need to just go to your inventory and equip the psi crystal. The little where you see the little bag at on the right side, right beside the dragon head, just click that. I have already equipped it to you. Okay, so with your intelligence of 15, you gain telepathy out to a range of 60 feet. You can read it in the thing, but it gives you the effects of the spell telepathy. Uh, it also glows when you're attuned to it. It'll glow and give a light out to a 10-foot radius, bright light, and an additional dim light for an additional 10 feet. Also, I need to see you in the one-on-one chat. So join me in the one-on-one. Okay, so as you attune to this crystal, the images that were part of the Mind Flayer's death throes go into your mind. You now gain a madness. So, give me a second. Let me pull up the table. Yes, you gain a madness. Let's see. You gain an indefinite madness. So I'm going to roll on this table, and we're going to see what you get. So you gain the madness of I keep whatever I find. Only you know this madness. It's nowhere near as bad as it could be. It's a flaw, but it's a flaw you now have. Yes. You keep whatever you find. Okay. This is madness lasts. All right. Correct. So make sure you keep track of what. You are obsessively hoarding, basically. You're obsessively hoarding. Okay. And as part of this, it's a madness that you gain, basically. It comes from the tortured mind of the Mind Flayer that created the Psi Crystal. All right. So just add that in your character sheet or in your notes or wherever to remember it. All right, we are going to go back to the chat, to the regular game. Hello. It wouldn't be a curse. It wouldn't be a secret if you found out. All right. So. So. Oh yeah. So as you're sitting in here, you hear about you hear a few things, a few tales about the East Side Inn, how the Marta is very lovely singing voice. But you also hear that Torgas has been through here not recently, and they were headed down to Targos. So, you were looking for Sefik Caltro. You heard that he was traveling with Torgas. Okay. Make an investigation check. Um, as you're going around, you're trying to talk to people, but you keep getting pushed away. Everybody's pretty drunk here. So roll me an investigation check. Um, you have a little bit better luck. With a 10, I'll say you find out that there's not really too many places around here that would handle stuff like that. You would have to go outside of town to find anything. Uh, Not really, though one of your party members would know. The one who's lived here all his life. Not close by. The closest church that Draken, you would know that the closest church or or shrine that would even possibly be able to help would be in Bryn Shander. Perhaps. And with that, Speaker Masthew comes back in, and he finds you and says, oh, well, it seems that the mine is now open. Thank you very much. The town will be forever in your debt. Yes, of course. Yes, you told me. Oh well, that would have been terrible thought. Terrible thought. Well, thank you for that. Um, not right now. I believe that's the only problems we've had. Oh, yes, I did ask around. It seems the fish's name is Old Bitey. One of the taverns in one of the towns has him. I think that's what I've heard. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I cannot remember. They didn't give me specifics. They just one of the fishermen said Old Bitey sounded like the fish, and he had been caught and put up in one of the taverns. I'm not sure which one. Not here, not here. In another town. All right. So, what are y'all doing? Old Bitey. Well, it doesn't matter. Old Nipple. Yes. But yes, that's all right. I'm not sure if it's Bryn Shander. I'm just saying. Uh, as you barge out of the blue clam and make y'all's way out of town. All right. So, as you make your way down the road from Tourmaline to Targos, roll me perception checks. All right. Flint, as you are walking along, you notice. Yes. Uh, as you are walking along, you start to notice dog sled tracks. It's been kind of slow between Tourmaline and Targos, but you do notice some dog sled tracks. Very recent. within the last day, they're moving towards Torgs along the road. It seems like a traveling caravan. Yes. Yes? All right. So, as you make your way along, just give me a second. And let me pull up something. You're good. I'm just trying to pull up something. Alright, so where is this? Alright, so as you are traveling along, you notice a make a perception check. All of you. All right. All right. So, Embla, you are traveling along. Uh, no, Embla, some of the oldness is getting to her, and her vision kind of blurs for a little bit. She can't really see much. Flint, as you see in the distance something flying. It looks about the shape of an owl. Whoo, whoo, whoo. You see an owl in the distance. Yes. Okay. So, just give me 1 second. It's a standard sized owl. All right. So, just give me 1 second. I am going to put y'all on the map. So, whoo, whoo. As you, Draken, as you rush forward to attack the owl, it looks straight at you. Who are you? Why? I'm assuming that you were letting people know as soon as you saw something. So, but, uh, yes, I can talk. Is this what talking is? Why, all creatures are intelligent to some degree. Oh, you were expecting a creature that couldn't talk, that normally can't talk. Ah, I totally understand. And all you right now that you've, I'm using your perception from before. You notice that you are alone, and it was just a random owl just flying around. Yes. Oh, and by the way, yes, yes. He did something, and now I can talk. Oh, I apologize. My name is Oliver. 'Yes, yes. I am terribly famished. Thank you.' The owl walks up to you and takes in its talon a little bit of the meat and starts to eat on it. Yes, yes. Mm, moose. I've only had that once before, but scrumptious, scrumptious. Oh, you wouldn't happen to have more, would you? Oh, excuse me? Um, make an Arcana check for me. 15. With a 15, you would know it's very similar to what had happened with the moose. Ah, thank you, thank you. Yes, very scrumptious. Ah, ah. You wouldn't happen to be with that merchant that just went through, would you? Well, a dwarf and some elfish person just came through here with their. They come through every once in a while, but they seem to be in somewhat of a hurry. Yes. Say that again. except for the merchant. Basically, from the owl, you learn that Torgas is not very far from here. Yes, really. They only passed 20, 30 minutes ago. I'm not sure of the town's name, but it's uh, it's the second biggest one. I'm not sure. Something with a T? I'm pretty sure. Say what? No, no, no. Something with a ta? No, okay. Tourmaline is one of the bigger towns. You're thinking of Targos is where they're headed. Oh, yes, yes. You do have a good day. And thank you for the meat. Toodaloo. And the awakened owl takes and leaves from your sight off into the wilderness. Hmm. All right. Bryn Shander. All right. All right. You travel about. Are you traveling at a normal pace or double time? Okay. Make a perception check for me. I do allow critical on checks with my stuff, as long as it makes sense. Um, I'd say that Flint and definitely Draken. You notice up in the distance a caravan has stopped on the side of the trail. Looks like they're getting ready to set up camp. All right, roll stealth for me, guys. Yeah, y'all never explained to him what's going on. No, y'all haven't. No. All right. So, I'm going to let y'all explain. I'm going to let y'all decide how y'all want to do this. All right. Do a give me a contested athletics or acrobatics. Uh, you're trying to stop him, so I would say that you would need to do athletics. Unless you can explain to me how acrobatics would. I'm not going to allow it. Uh, uh, you're going to have to do better than that. So he breaks away from you and starts walking up to these individuals. Uh, all right, Draken. What do you do? All right. Ha! Yeah, yeah. A fish. I don't trade in fish. It's a knucklehead trout, but I don't trade in fish. I don't trade in trout. I trade in cold, hard gold. Say what? Odds and ends. What you looking to buy? Cephalic caltro. Why will you be taking and looking for Cephalic caltro? You're speaking to Torga the dwarf. Torga is a female dwarf. Make a deception check. Hey, I know Cephalic. Let me go get him for you. She walks away. As you're doing that, as you're saying that, She eyes one of her guards, and he releases a crossbow bolt right at you, flying by your head. Roll initiative. Roll initiative. I said roll initiative, man. Yeah. All right. You guys ready? All right. Got your initiatives. Perfect. So, at the top of the round, Torga looks at y'all, fires another crossbow bolt right at Flint. That's a hit. Yes, it is up. I thought I'd know I'd shared it with y'all. All right. So, Torga turns around and fires her crossbow at Flint. All right. Yes. Doing 8 points of damage to you. Yes, T is Torga. You've got 3 bandits, and then the half-elven figure in the bottom corner. All right. Yeah, I'll put y'all... just ignore the little stream. I just didn't have a good good map for this. All right. So, are you ready? All right. So, she turns to Sefek. Do I need to take care of this, or can you? Sefek Caltro says, I'll take care of it. And he's going to move forward. Let's see. That's right there. Let me lock all these tokens. Five, 10, 15, 20. Sefek's going to come right in front of Draken. And as Torga and the others are leaving, Torga and the others start to run off while leaving behind Sefek. Well, it looks like I get to have some fun. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me make my attack really quickly. As he comes up, he holds his hands out. Notice he's wearing no jacket or anything. He's just walking straight for you. And as he lets out his hands, almost in like a cross fixture, ice daggers shoot out and materialize. And he attacks He's going to attack the heavily armored paladin. Takes and attacks with his daggers first. Oh, apparently that didn't hit. And he attacks twice. Second one hits. For 10 damage. Yes. I thought I wasn't going to be able to kill today. All right, it is now. Let me restart this. Next. Draken, it is now your turn. Alrighty. All right. All right. Make your target and make your attack. Sefik deftly dodges your attack. Well. All right. Embla, it is your turn. All right. Target him. All right. You move around Sefik to get behind him. Attack with advantage. And that is a nat 20 on Sefik Caltro. Go ahead and roll your damage. It'll automatically... You're rolling your damage. Yeah. So, as you bring down your longsword, you feel it connect with Sefik Caltro. Everybody make a perception check. Nat 20, 15, plus 5 is 20. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, everyone except for Embla notices that whenever Embla's attack hit, there should have been a lot of blood, and there was none. All right. So I guess Embla is ending her turn. Flint, it is your turn. All right. Accept. All right. Ten plus 6 is 16. It hits. You bash him over the head with the end of your staff. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. 9 points of damage. You hit, and it shows some very painful damage. Now you have a bonus action. All right, make 2 martial attacks with your fist. 12 plus 6 is 18. You hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, welcome back. For another 7 damage, and make your second attack. Third attack, actually. And it's a whiff. 10 does not hit. So you bash down with your stick, come up with the other end of the stick and hit him again for good damage. As you come back down, he sidesteps to the side. All right. All right. As he looks around, you can see he's breathing hard, but all of a sudden he seems to catch his breath again. And he just laughs and says, y'all are not fighting fair. Why would y'all surround me? He misty steps right behind Flint. He uses his bonus action to misty step. Yes, it does not trigger attack of opportunity. Basically. And as he comes behind, he says, "Ooh, I get to stab you in the back." So he goes for his first multi-attack. You barely dodge out of the way, Flint, as he comes around with his dagger again. And hits with a 21, doing 14 points of damage, dropping Flint to the floor. Yay! Another kill. Draken, it is your turn. All right. Accept. All right. Go ahead and make your attack. All right. The thunder. I always imagine someone using Thunderous Smite as like He-Man. Thunder, thunder, Thundercats. Oh. Or you know what I mean. As you reach back and do the thunder, thunder. Wait. What was it? Wait, what? You have a bonus action. You forget what the third word is to summon your Thunder Smite. Okay. um I would say if you did, it would be at a disadvantage because you're trying to stand over somebody, so you're not going to be able to move as effectively. It wouldn't. Not really. Because he's kind of just laying there. It's not really that hard to hit somebody. All right. I need to. I'll put you there. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. You bring down your long sword and hit him again. Go ahead and roll damage. It's 10 points of damage. All right. And go ahead and make your second attack. That's a 10. It's not going to hit. As you bring down your sword, trying to hit for that same spot you hit before, to try and cleave him in half. You hit just slightly off center. You still do damage, but as you come back up for another hit, he dodges deftly out the way. End your turn, and Flint, roll me a death saving throw. Okay. You succeeded on your first death saving throw. Go ahead and end your turn. All right. Yes. So, he looks around and laughs and let's see. He is going to bonus action Misty Step right behind Embla. And he's going to throw his daggers into the ground. And as he does, he brings his hands above his head, and a long sword of ice just appears in his hands as he clasps around it and comes down to attack on Embla. The first strike falls to the ground, barely missing Embla. As he looks up, he hefts it as if trying to uppercut with the longsword in hand. And he hits, catching Embla off guard, knocking her back slightly. And Embla takes 12 damage. 6 of it is slashing, 6 of it is cold damage, as he laughs and ends his turn. Draken, your turn. All right. Yep. Go ahead and attack with advantage. What? You're not moving. All right. Just click the ADV. Yeah. So go ahead and make your attack. And with a 14 plus 6, you get a 20. It hits. Roll your damage. As you bring down the sword, the lightning taking and flashing and sparking from it, you come down and hit him as the smite bursts into him. Okay. What? Go ahead and put the effect on me so that I can. He's not prone yet, is he? What's the dex save? There we go. He succeeded, so he is not prone. You said? Okay, so. All right. You still have a bonus action. Yeah. No, you didn't have to bring him back alive. Yeah, it was dead already. No. Shift. All right. All right. You have shifted into your bestial form. It automatically does it. All right. 6 plus 6, you hit. Go ahead and roll that damage. That beautiful, beautiful damage. 11 damage. As you shift into your bestial form, you jump up and then come down on him, slashing through him. All right. That's your action. Roll a d20 and see if you get a 20. I'll give you a. Yep. Nope. All right. So end your turn and make your save. That's a 4. That's a failed death saving throw. All right. Go ahead and end your turn, and Sefik comes up. So, as Sefik looks around, he takes a deep breath. And decides to Misty Step here. He brings his long sword down onto Flint's dying corpse. Yep. You lose 2 death saving throws. He hit. He walks up to Embla and uses his second attack. Let's see if we can make this another. 21. He comes down and does 6 and then 4. Another soul for the Frost Maiden. He absorbed it. He gained temporary hit points. It came out of his temporary hit points. So, 2. You have 2 temp. Yeah. All right. Draken, it is your turn. All right. That hits. 8 plus 6 is 14. It hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. 8 damage. Max damage on that. And you have a bonus action left. Y'all have a potion of healing if you want to take it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to y'all because this is a hard fight, and y'all would have distributed the potions. Bonus action if you have it. It's a bonus action if you have it on you. Drink it. Potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2. So 5. So you're at 10 wounds now. All right. Down to 1 potion of healing. All right. That's your bonus action and your action and your move. Embla, it is your turn. I'm going to say y'all distributed them somewhat. I'm going to say y'all distributed them as y'all went along, so. Yes. It is an action if you don't have it on you. But I'm saying y'all have it on y'all. Yeah. Yeah, one or the other. And I believe you've already used your action surge. Or do you have 2? You can use second wind. It's not showing for me as clicked, so you still have your second wind. All right. So you healed 8 points. Yes. $17 plus 6 is 23. It hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. For 6 damage. He's looking hurt. He's looking ragged. And Flint is dead. It is now Sephikaltra's turn. He is looking ragged, but then he just perks up a little bit. It's almost as if the cold is infusing him and making him stronger. He throws the longsword up into the air, and it disappears as 2 daggers fly out of his hands into Embla. So, first attack. You dodge out of the way as one of the ice daggers barely hits one of your armors and cracks. The second, he takes and aims a second one at you. It's a 14. I believe that does not hit you, does it? 14 doesn't hit, correct? Okay, so the second dagger he throws at you bounces off your armor harmlessly and shatters into the wind. Draken, it is now your turn. All right, make your attack. 10 plus 6 is 16. You hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. For minimal damage, as you bring down your longsword, it just barely clips him, but you get some damage in. That is your turn. All right. Are you sure you want to? You're pretty good right now. Almost, but yeah. You have 4 wounds. You have 2 temporary hit points left, and you have 24 hit points. "24 hits. Go ahead and do your damage." And as you bring down your sword, you slice Sevicaltro on his right shoulder, coming through all the way almost to cutting him in half. He keeps laughing as your sword sticks in him, laughing, and the glow in his eyes start to get blue, and it pulsates from his eyes. And as he's laughing, he lets out a loud scream. As he does, blue energy flares out like blue fire from his eyes and his mouth. As it does, it whiffs off into the air and then disappears. His cold eyes stare back at you as if they've been dead for years, and he falls to the ground. All right. As you loot his corpse, you find a few gold pieces, about 2 or 3. You find about 2 gold pieces, and torn clothes, nothing really of value. The ice daggers that he was using have shattered and disappeared. Okay. uh, as y'all are taking and looting Flint, a calm comes over everything. The wind seems to die. The wind dies to an almost deafening silence as you hear a voice come from everywhere and nowhere at the same time. He's not allowed to die yet. I'll kill him myself. As Flint opens his eyes and gasps as some unholy energy has infused him back with life. Flint, you hear the voice of a being that has taken a special interest in you because of something you did in your past. Only he hears the "I'll take you out myself." You heard the rest of it. Yes. From the dream. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. You will all be level. You are all okay. So, before we completely end the episode, I'm going to ask also, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of I'm gonna give y'all some other stuff right now. It's gonna be part of the episode and kind of not. When Torga and her bandits left, they left behind all their stuff. Dog sled, a lockbox. Yes, y'all level up to level 3. Someone make me a dexterity check. I need some dexterity checks from everybody. Okay. And I'm also going to bring John and Everend back into the party sheet and give them a chance. John, let me pull up his sheet. because this is something he would do. Oh, well, never mind. He doesn't need to be here for this. Draken, as you're looting around, you also find a lockbox and are... It takes a little doing, but you are able to get the lock taken off. And you find 92 gold pieces, 76 silver pieces, 125 copper pieces, and 7 gemstones. Alright, let me take these guys. Yeah. I'll take Everend and John off of here. And Chaz. Alright, inventory. Let me go ahead and put this in here. Alright, and... Okay, I didn't mean to sell everything, but... There you go. You all got about 72 gold pieces. But yeah. So what'd y'all think of that? Y'all did pretty good. So, so, so everybody's going to be level 3 now. Let me put everybody back in the party sheet. It's kind of iffy on the way it does. Okay, so I'm gonna use Embla. I'm gonna go ahead and do yours for you. That way, it's a little bit easier, and I can explain as I go along. So you click on your main tab and go where it says where you see your fighter level 2 or rogue or whatever you are, and then click on the magnifying glass. And that brings up something that says class and level and then your name. You'll see total level 2, XP, level up, and all that. Take the dragon head that's right next to your class. Click and drag off. While still holding it, drag back on. And it adds an extra level. And you'll go through and do all your stuff. Michael, what did you want your specialization to be? I know we were talking about Echo Knight, but I may have to do it for you. I'll check. Oh, yeah. That's why. Yeah. So what was it? Echo Knight? All right. All right. So all your stuff has been added. We can go through and do that. Draken, do you know what you're doing? Okay. You can probably do yours. Just make sure you've got the module opened up that you'll need for your stuff, or a module added for the stuff that you'll need. And then Embla, Michael, you can go through and go to your abilities and look through all that. If there's anything you need me to add in, just let me know. Well, I'll have to do all that later. But like, if there's any specific options, like maneuver option, if you click on that, it'll tell you which one's which. Let's see. Oh, that's never mind. That's something else. Never mind. Well, it's a Tasha's Cauldron thing. Yeah. I'll look up the Tasha's Cauldron stuff, see what's going on with that. Yeah. Draken, do you know where you're at on this? All right. Yeah, you just make sure you load up the module that's got whatever oath you want, and add your class and stuff. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna end the stream here for today. We'll catch up with y'all next week at the same time. Right now, we're just gonna do some final stuff